Hi, I'm Vic, and welcome to GeekoFarm, where we do things different. This is our slice of paradise. 250 mature olive trees and a big white house up here on the hill, and a high-tech fab lab down in the town. We run a small IT business, brew alcohol, press olives, teach young geeks, grow fruit and veg, hunt, farm chickens, and experiment. But today, here on GeekoFarm, we're hunting the wabbit. I'm using a Benjamin Summit. I'm shooting a Benjamin Summit 177 caliber air rifle, 17 foot-pounds, perfectly adequate for dispatching rabbits humanely. Here's one I've shot in the head. Excuse me a moment. Here is one I've shot earlier. And if I don't go and dress this thing quickly, not only will it become unsanitary, but also there's a chance that the small ginger terror will get hold of it. I'll spare you the gory details, plenty of things on YouTube showing you how to gut a rabbit. Yes, I do feel a bit silly dressing up like a bush, but it does help you get closer to the rabbit and do a more humane kill. So what do you do with your rabbit once you've caught it? Well, the traditional solution is to make a rabbit stew. Long, slow cook, bit of red wine, add your thickening at the end. Or maybe pork and rabbit meatloaf. Yes, with a hoisin sauce crust. For my first cookery program, we're going to make hairballs. Hairballs from rabbit. You will need, of course, one rabbit. You may recognise this rabbit from earlier. And you will also need a really sharp small knife, a chopping board, and a clear working area dog. Right, so you start by removing all the little bits of meat from the rabbit. Doesn't matter if they're a bit tough, because we're going to stick them in the mincer afterwards. Doesn't have to be a perfect job. You just want to get the meat off in chunks if possible. Just tricky on rabbits because they're nearly all bloody bone. That's the mess left over from a heart shot, by the way. Nice enticing pieces of muscle going down the back here. But there's bone all the way underneath them from the spine, so they're actually quite hard to get out. So, our bunny has made 630 grams of meat and a very happy dog. So we'll pop the rabbit in the freezer to firm up a bit. Fridge. And assemble the rest of the ingredients, putting in the good old food processor. We'll make some reasonably fresh breadcrumbs from our homemade bread. We'll have an egg, herbs, I like thyme, and some garlic, a bit of smoked paprika, and some garlic salt. And of course, bacon. Okay, pop in some of that. Now we'll just blitz that into some really nice herby flavoured breadcrumbs. Yep, that smells nice and garlicky and herby. You have to add a bit of bacon to the rabbit because basically rabbits are very lean meat. And in she goes. Alright, so I'm just going to chop this up a bit more, make life easy on the food processor, doesn't rattle around too much. Can I help you? So now we take bits of it, of whatever size you like your meatballs. Play patty cake a bit, and there you go. Hairball. I quite like a fried bunny patty on a distressed fried egg on our own homemade bread, possibly with a dollop of hickory sauce. Hairballs are really meant for being eaten with pasta, so start by getting some fresh herbs and chopping up an onion coarsely into pieces without including your fingers in the recipe. Chop up basil too, or whatever your favourite herbs are, and warm up some olive oil in a big fat frying pan. Sizzle up the hairballs in there just a little bit. Don't want them overcooked at this point because we're going to cook up some onion with them. We don't want them burnt by the time the onion's finished cooking. There we go. Now we throw in some tomatoes, canned in this case. Why canned? Because our tomatoes currently look like this. Anyway, let that cook through for a little while, and then grab your basil and chuck that in. There you go. Now you can add some other spices. Some people like to put in pepper, but ours can't have pepper, so we won't. I take the opportunity to grate up a bit of my favourite cheese and get the pasta on in plenty of boiling salted water so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the bloody pan. There, now if, like I'm having here, your pasta sauce has got a bit thick, you can always stick in a bit of the hot pasta water, slacken it off a bit while the pasta cooks through. There we are, nice and slack now. And the pasta's ready. And here you have it. Hairballs with magnificent dog! Well, that's about it for this episode. I'm going to put myself a nice portion of pasta in here and a whole load of meatballs and sauce. Thank you very much, Mr. Rabbit. Looks absolutely wonderful. I think we'll go for a bit of cheese as well. Yes. So anyway, see you in the next episode. But for now, that's your lot down on GeekoFarm.